Twin tons for Cook and Brown on dominant day one. Champions in 2019 and Bob Willis Trophy winners in 2020, Essex have been the most successful Red Bull side in recent years and go into the season as favourites for the title. Meanwhile, Kent went into this match without England internationals Sam Billings and Zach Crawley, with 23-year-old Ollie Robinson leading the side in Red Bull cricket for the first time. And he was off to a good start, as he won the toss and elected to bowl at the Cloud County Ground in Essex. Unfortunately for his Kent side though, the joy ended there, as Nick Brown and Alistair Cook saw through the first out without any real scares. Whilst Brown was the aggressor, Cook struggled for rhythm early in his innings, scoring just 7 runs off his first 42 deliveries. But 2 looseners from Matt Quinn allowed Cook to find his feet with consecutive boundaries. It was the perfect morning session for the hosts, as both Brown and Cook traded boundaries to take Essex into the lunch break at 86 for no loss. Into the afternoon session, and Essex picked up where they left off, Brown completing his half-century with a drive off the bowling of Quinn, before Cook brought up the century opening stand on a blustery opening day in Chelmsford. And it wasn't long before Cook was passing 50 himself, a patient affair that took him 140 deliveries as the former England captain started yet another season strongly. The next milestone ticked off was the 150 partnership, brought up in the 60th over of a dominant day so far for the hosts, as they went to tea 166 for no loss. More progress followed for the hosts after the break, 200 up without loss courtesy of another Brown boundary. As the close of play drew near, both batters were well into the 90s, but it was Brown who reached 3 figures first, his century coming off 243 balls. But before Cook would reach his 3 figures, Brown's resistance was ended, clean bowled by Jackson Bird to finally end a fantastic partnership of 220. Cook reached his own landmark not long after, as he brought up what felt like an inevitable 70th first-class ton. Tucked off his hip, as so many have been, he and Brown had put Essex into the driving seat. He wouldn't add any more runs though, nicked off by Bird with a bit of movement, but the opener's work was done. It was over to Dan Lawrence and Tom Wesley as they went past 250 in the 91st over, but then Essex started to stumble. Lawrence fell LBW to Quinn. And they're in danger of spoiling their good day when night watchman Porter was strapped LBW by Nathan Gilchrist to make the score 262 for 4. They'd close on 272 for 4 thanks to those dominant hundreds from Brown and Cook up top, but perhaps they had just opened the door for Kent in that final session. Lots to play for early on day 2.